Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
Second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 5. Goff to throw. Is caught offside by St. Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To Slav, a man in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. Here's the Lions punt team now. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Philadelphia.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Man in motion is Brown. To the air again. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so it might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. That's Goddard in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A run up the middle with Barkley. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one, taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to connect on the comeback, but I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that one.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. The tackle by Moro Ajomo. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. They'll go play action with Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Gain of 6.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra, gives the Lions a first down.
First down, Lions.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Goff to throw on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. His throw, left side, Fortes-Lamar, he's got it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Once again, it's Barkley. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles first down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
At the 10-yard line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Aleem McNeil gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
30-yard attempt.
This from 30 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is gone. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. To throw is gone. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
2 yards.
Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. And the Lions first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And he will score! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Eagles 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts again. And we'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again.
Last pass. Complete to number 88, Dallas Goddard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown.
Number 11, A.J. Brown. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Goff to throw. Pass completed is St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Defense Lions came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Lions will punt this ball away. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Barkley to start the drive, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
19 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Again, Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
3rd and long for Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Laporta in motion. Goff to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. It's a big
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Lions.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
He is taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. From the gun, it's gone. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is gone. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second and 6 at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead.
21, Eagles 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll drop to throw. Left side, it's caught by Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
This one is caught by Dotson.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. To the air again. Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg